Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, which I have heavily modded and will continue to mod until the day it simply breaks. You may notice things look a little bit different in many places. That is because another 10 mods have been added to the pile, and among them is a nearly universal improved texture mod. So there's going to be a lot of higher resolution textures, and I could not be happier. So I have also gone ahead and ground up my mysticism to 25, so I can now use Astral Mark and Astral Recall. So, I've got one of my marks, which leads straight into the Imperial City. Very convenient. I've got another mark, which is set to Frostcrag Spire, in case I need to do any quick spell crafting. And I've got the Diamond Portal right here at the Stargate. I also finally got enhanced hotkeys to work. So I have a whole bunch of extra hotkeys I can set, and I can actually set them to be auto-casting. So for instance, this one on 4 is my Like Me Mark III spell. So if I just hit 4, it just casts it. Actually, that was become smart. Whatever. 3 is the Like Me. And it doesn't even change my active spell. I never had this one leave. But it automatically equips the spell, casts it, and then unequips it. So it is a very, very convenient thing. We've also got Midas Chest. So, for instance, I'm going to go ahead and grab a few arrows here. And we're just going to summon Midas real quick. Hello.
Well met. What can I interest you?
We're going to have to go way down because I'm not buffed right now. If this works, when I hold down Alt, it will sell the item without asking for a prompt. Okay. So that... No, it did work. It did work. Okay, it still asked for the quantity, but it didn't ask for the confirmation.
Thank you for your...
Alright, so that's going to make selling things in bulk a lot easier. Skills have continued to grow. My destruction skill is now all the way up to level 50. My mercantile, amazingly, is still only at 21. My mysticism is now at 26, and my alchemy is now at 61. But if I use the alchemy table in Frostcrag, which gives a plus 15, then I'm actually able to see all 4 of the effects of any given ingredient. Now, we have gone through all but a few of the Stargate addresses. Here is the revised checklist and of where we've been and where we haven't. And here's the version without the lines on it, just so you can see all of the answers. And we're going to try and knock out the rest today. So the first we're going to do today is just to check out the Teriel. So I only know of this one because... So I only know about this one because it was listed in the most well-documented Midas Magic mod walkthrough. Because, yes, this mod is so big that there is an entire file on Nexus that is just a guide to this mod. It is very thorough. It's been an incredible help as I've gone through all of this. I've constantly used it for references. And this was one of the undocumented gate addresses that he found while looking through the code. So, there you go. There's not actually anything here. This is purely a dummy address, but it's kind of cool to see. There is one other undocumented address, and we can get a clue about it by reading a book up here. Which is fine, because I actually have a spell I need to make as well. Let's see. I have the Osmotic Essence, so I need Scales, and, of course, the Gold Nugget. And just go ahead and drop those in real quick. There we go. And eat the residue. We have now learned Water Shell. Can I even cast Water Shell? It requires Alteration 50, so I am going to need Alteration 50. This is actually going to be super important, because it makes you immune to fire, which is really going to be necessary for reasons we will get to. Oh, I'm at 49 alteration. Okay, that is not going to be a problem. Anyway, Eye of the Beholden. Throughout recorded history, there have been many notable instance or planar intersections, collisions, rifts, and the like. One such obscure but notable occurrence was when an extrusion of a heretofore unidentified continuum into the mundus, speculated to be a demi-plane with origins beyond the Arbus. This plane was dubbed the Underdeep by the author of the original texts. This extrusion occurred some time ago on a small island to the south and yada yada yada. Basically, it's a beholder plane. And, yeah. There's even information here in order to summon, create summons for different beholders. So this one is slightly documented. It doesn't spell out the gate address, but it is in fact C, S-E-E. So let's head to the plane of the beholders. S-E-E. Active. And we are here, and it is very dark, and I do not like that. So we're going to activate infrared. Oh boy. This is going to be an experience. I am also carrying a crazy number of potions right now, including a number of very powerful ones. Oh. It spell reflected onto him and instantly killed him. And yes, you did in fact see that design properly. The Beholden Eyes have Fire Frost and shock damage on them just naturally. They are a very, very powerful ingredient. Hello. Thanks for the heals. Golden lockpicks. Skeletons. Bone meal. Grab some rat meat for future alchemy. This is obviously all Dungeons and Dragons reference. Oop. And I think it actually does a decent job of trying to present the way a Beholder's Lair actually is, although you would never find Beholders cohabitating in numbers. We've got traps. There's, you know, a decent degree of verticality to the dungeon. I mean, I had to actually, like, drop down a ledge in order to get in here. Oh, bugger off. Oh, actually, yes, I will take your jelly. Thank you. I could go after the shrooms, but honestly, money is just such not a problem anymore. And considering how far I've already modded this game, with, you know, full intent to continue modding it more, I don't think it's going to be a problem procuring any ingredient I could possibly want. Not to mention, I've also already clearly demonstrated that I don't have any issues with just, you know, using the scroll duplication glitch either. Okay. This looks different. Door to Topal Bay. Interesting. Where the hell am I? This demi-plane had an entire exterior. Will it actually just let me head into the water? Oh! 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 Oh, I'm back in the world map. Okay, okay. That's really cool. So, this portal doesn't lead to... Well, it leads to a demi-plane that appears to have simply merged with our own. So I imagine that book, the Beholden book, would actually have given clues to lead me to this location. That is interesting. Okay. So there were two ways to discover this place. And if you explored it, and... you know, after the astral crystal had been activated, then he would have been able to portal back. And so you might have tried to guess an address that might lead here. That's interesting. Hello, sir. How are you today? Thank you for the slime jelly. Thank you for the pumpkin for some reason. And so I'm guessing that down in this pit, yes, I see a cave. And this will lead to the Beholden Great Chamber. Let's do this. That is not a hatchling. Those Beholden eyes are so powerful. If I could get up to 100 alchemy... Actually... No, I guess with just like a beholden eye and 3 other ingredients, I would be able to create a poison of frost, shock, and fire. These things have real wonky physics when they're on the ground. I don't think the game engine enjoys... I don't think the game engine likes tentacles. I am actually completely shocked that I haven't come across any rune skulls yet. That is one of the mods I had installed before I even started this series. And I have not run into a single one. Well, that's not entirely true. I haven't been able to show running into a single one. I actually found 2 on a werewolf body. Specifically, the episode that I ended up having to delete because it just broke on me. My first attempt at Shadowfang Keep, where I never even made it into Pyrewood before I just accepted that it was utterly beyond my capabilities without adjusting the difficulty. And keep in mind, I am still running on 10% difficulty. That's, once again, because all the Midas stuff is very, very, very overtuned. Like, it is very clearly made for high-level characters. Significantly higher than I am. Alright, Beholden Eye. That's useful. I think I was trying to make a point, and I've completely forgotten what that might have been. And now it's going to bother me because I can't remember. Yeah, it's gone. It's just not in my head anymore. Okay, yeah, it's a log trap. Ooh. A Crimson Beholden, which can paralyze. Well, aren't you a spooky boy? Thanks for your eye, though. How's the weight limit? 194. Yeah, there's another one. And that should kill. Beholders are extreme xenophobes. They hate everything that is not them, and they are extremely paranoid. Beholders reproduce by dreaming new beholders into existence, and they feel no sense of camaraderie or loyalty between them. Every beholder is convinced that it and it alone is the true form of the beholder, and that all other individuals are just pale imitations of its greatness. Very unique creatures. And then, of course, the beholder Xanthar even has his own rule books. Naturally, I do, of course, have Xanthar's Guide to Everything. Xanthar has a pet goldfish. What can I say? I truly am the uber nerd. I have never met anyone who nerds harder than I do. Come on, take him out. That should be enough. I like these eyes. Alright, what is the lair? What is this area? Okay. The Beholden Hive Mother. Oh, boy. You are really coming after me, huh? Oh, God, and there's there's multiple crimsons. Crap. Alright, Hive Mother's down. We got the Beholden Hive Mother Eye. There's a Crimson with another eye. And then there was another Crimson up here. Hello, sir. Ow. Paralysis effects are so wonky. Cool. Is there a spell book or anything here? Probably not. There was already a book detailing things you could do with Beholden Eyes. But let's check the map to be sure. Nope, looks good. Alright, I think we are done with this portion of Stargate exploration. There's 2 small offshoots on this dungeon that I haven't explored yet. So we'll give those a shot. And then we will explore the last 3 worlds from the Cross World. Steel. What were the other 2? Steel, Star, and... I cannot recall. Whatever. I have it written down. Steel... Strata. That was it. Plane of Earth, most likely. Thank you for the energy. Let's get ourselves out. I mean, I could just teleport out. I mean, why not? Astral Recall. Take off that blinding light. And Diamond Room. I genuinely don't know why it took me there. But sure. Alright, next one. S T R A T A. Strata. Almost definitely this is going to be the plane of Earth. It is the plane of sand. Okay. With a bunch of scorpions that have crab meat. That works. They're close enough to decapods. You've also got big scorpions. Ooh, with scorpion stingers. Ooh, I like that. Ow. What the hell, man? Go away. Hello. Goodbye. This one seems to have a very basic design so far. So I don't imagine it'll be too difficult to find the spell book here. Nice. Yeah, this looks about it. We've got... What are those? Oh, Skeksis. Okay. So we've gone for a Dark Crystal reference on top of everything else. Fair enough. The Desert Caves. Hello. Looks like we're gonna have to see again. God, this is so much better than the original Night Eye. Sure, I'll take it. Nice job, Skeksis Archer. You really got me with that archery there. Good job, other Skeksis Archer. You guys are so skilled and powerful. Hello. Skeksis. Well, that was the Skeksis Shaman. If you wouldn't mind just moving your leg, please. Okay, can I maneuver my way up here? I see a chest. Yes. Not bad. Alright, who else is hiding in here? Try this passage first. Hello. Good fight. Steel shield. Dwarven war axe. Really? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay. Feeble mind, insulation. Put away all of that stuff. The Aquamancer's book. Nugget. There's a skeleton just standing there menacingly. Okay. Yep. Doesn't look like there's anything I've missed in here yet. Oh. Where did you even come from? Honestly, at this point, they look more like Kenku than Skeksis. It's another Dungeons & Dragons thing. Don't worry about it. Okay, another shaman. With another dagger. And if you wouldn't mind moving, thank you. With a fine mithril war axe. Still not as good as my angelic mace. No big surprise there. Hello. Goodbye. God, I love killing things like that. It's just so damn funny. Okay. That goes out to the plane of sand. I don't know if I want to go out to the plane of sand just yet. I am still looking for the spell book. Oh, hello, sir. I don't actually fully understand why some enemies just flop like that when they get hit by this. It's not a paralyze spell or anything. The Tri-Touch is literally just fire damage 5.3 seconds, frost damage 6.3 seconds, shock damage 6.3 seconds. That's it. Like, it was just like the best spell that I was able to make with a destruction skill of 25. I truly, truly do not understand what makes them flop sometimes. I have wondered if maybe there's a mechanic where, like, a certain amount of damage all at once, regardless of its source, can cause that kind of stagger. Or maybe enemies that have, like, a particular elemental weakness. Oh, boy. This looks like a reference to Galaxy Quest. In which case that would be Grignac. I just saved over a save I shouldn't have saved over. That's okay. It'll be fine. Alright. Are you Garignac? No, you're just called Rock Monster. Well, alright then. And he had a sandstone heart, which I imagine will probably be used for, like, sand-based spells. Assuming I can ever locate where to find sand-based spells. I really should replace my absorb health with just a more direct regenerate spell. I can definitely produce a simple regeneration spell with a cheaper cost and more healing. Okay. Thank you. Ingredients that can paralyze are always good to have. Boop. I don't know where, but somewhere. Okay, that's a lot of Skeksis. This is probably where I'm going to find the Earth Tome. Get the Shaman. Get the Skeksis. Whoa, okay, okay, that's a tornado. That's a tornado. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, what the hell can I do about that? I'm stuck in a dust devil. Okay. Yeah, dude. Just die. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Just drop the axe. Nope, that was still too much. Okay, drop that, drop that. Oh my god, Shaman. Will you quiet down for a second? God, you're so upset. What did I ever do to you? Also, thanks for your sword. So, I'm guessing... Yes, okay. Book of Sands. It has an objective marker over this way. Let's see what kind of spells we can learn from the Book of Sands. The magics of the sands is a shifting as the dunes themselves. These spells are particularly effective at robbing opponents of sight and blasting flesh from bone. Dust Devil, Dust Storm, Sand Vortex, and Summon Scorpion. Okay, not exactly a very big book. But that's okay. Mostly I'm just about getting the whole collection. Alright, let's get out of here. And Diamond Portal, which for some reason takes me here, which is fine. Alright, so that went well. Let's move on to the next one. I want to warn everybody, this is going to be hard to look at. Like, this is genuinely about to be hard to look at. I may need to lower the brightness. Because I typed in star, oof. And this is the plane of light. I assume that's what it's called. Yeah. So, somewhere here, we need to get another spell book. I don't know how. I don't know where it is. But there's a big old door in front of me, and big old doors are usually pretty reliable places to find things like that. And then there's another door over there. So this is the Hall of Light. Ooh. And that is a Warrior of Light. That was an interesting death animation. He has Armor of Light and Helmet of Light. Oh, that looks so... That is so good. Welkin Stones! My first Welkin Stones of the run! Hell yeah! Oh, it's always good to get Welkin Stones. Ooh. Okay, that looks important. Hello? You want to attack me, huh? Cool. Good fight. There's a few spells that use Welkin Stones. Not to mention, it's probably going to be worth it to have them for an upcoming event. Okay. Pillar of Light, interactable, but doesn't actually do anything. Oof, there's a Barla Stone up there, too. Hello! God, that's so silly. It's just so silly. Oblivion death physics are so incredibly amusing to me. Oh, wait, no. Give me back my gills. You never know when you might need your gills. Also, probably a good idea after 2 more planes to go ahead and repair my gear. We're getting closer. Actually, after I level up again, I'll be able to afford going up to 50 armor from training. So, I mean, that's fantastic. I will be able to repair magic gear. Okay. So there's an iron gate. An iron gate and a button. A button that seemingly cannot be reached. And a gate that needs a key. Okay. Alright, there's another passage accessible on this side. Let's see if we can find it. It's very dark here. No, I don't see any sign of it. I'm going to check outside and look at the side passage. See if I can find any suggestions of a way to progress forward. You know, for the plane of light, it really does get dark here. Okay. I don't know what that did. Oh. Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna hit you with a hammer. Okay. So there is another switch down here. Hello. Really, dude? Pop. Pop goes the Warrior of Light. Where'd your weapon go? Huh. Alien Cat, Greater Arcane Essence. Ooh, that is nice. Okay, first key of light. I got a first key of light. So that probably opens the door over there. Alright. So let's take off the infrared so we don't all blind ourselves outside. It is actually completely dark here now. If they were going to hide anything in a place designed like this, I would definitely hide it here. And they did. Okay. Okay, that is not the right key for that door. There might be a similar entry point over here. Actually, I think I see a Midas chest. I genuinely do not understand how I haven't permanently broken this save file yet. I do not understand it. I'm pretty sure I have more than 80 mods running right now. But again, it's hard to have a precise number because a number of them are composite mods combining the effects of multiple different independent mods. Not to mention, at least a few of the mods are not actually functioning. And still others I've had installed for a long time, but haven't had the opportunity to show off, like Rune Skulls. Hold on. No, okay. So I'm guessing this is going to open the door over there. Yes, okay, the first key of light opened this one. Hello. Pop. Pop goes the warrior. And this is the second key of light, along with the Flawless Sapphire and another Greater Arcane Essence. That is fantastic. Oh. Okay. Let's go through this one step at a bit. First, gold. Second, a Warhammer of Searing. Third, a strong potion of strength. An Ironwood nut, a weakness to weapons scroll. A staff of stopping with 17 uses to paralyze in 20 feet for 1 second. That is insane. Ring of Nihilism, resist magic 13% on self. That is insane. But more importantly, I have finally found my first Rune Skull. Rune Skulls work just like Sigil Stones in that they can be used to place an enchantment on a piece of equipment. But the Rune Skulls have very, very powerful composite effects. So if I were to put this on a piece of gear, on a piece of armor or an accessory, it would be Blade 8 points, Strength 4 points, Agility 4 points. If I put it on a weapon, it's going to be Absorb Blade 8 points, Absorb Strength 4 points, and Damage Health 2 points. That is probably not something I'm really going to put on my gear. But holy hell, that staff is actually nuts. This is more powerful than my current intelligence ring. The nihilism, I think I prefer over the ring of intelligence anyway. These are just some basic potions that I really don't need to worry about. The Ironwood Nut can go away. The Book of Sands can go away. The Rune Skull, the Nuggets, the Arcane Essences, the Sandstone Heart. All that stuff can get put away for now. So now I have the second key, and we can already guess where the second key goes. Because we already found a second locked door. So that is wonderful news. Damn, that is so good. Finally, I find a Rune Skull. Rune Skulls are very rare, but sometimes you get super lucky and you'll find one or even two just somewhere. I actually really like the mod because I think sigil stones are a really, really enjoyable part of this game. Being able to just enchant gear like that on the fly, you know, without needing any facilities. And Rune Skulls just expand on that potential. I enjoy them so much. Alright, we're going to go with our leeching spell since my health is a little bit low. Alright, second key of light did open this. Hello, warrior. We're just going to leech on you for a minute. Oh, ouch. Why would you do that? Dude, I don't understand what you're so upset about. Ooh, a silver bow. Nice. Okay. And then we press this, which finally opens up the central chamber, which means I'll be able to press that button, which is probably going to give me access to either the Pillar of Light and or the Varla Stone. And acrobatics has gone up. Because, of course, acrobatics has gone up. What even is my acrobatics at right now? Really? It's only 32. I would have guessed it was higher than that. I feel quite springy, to be honest. I'm actually really enjoying this plane. It's a shame that it can't quite decide on how much it wants its ambient light level to be, though. A Welkin stone that fell off its pedestal. Never say no to a Welkin stone. Okay, and button. Okay. That's an elevator. I did not call that one. Oh, no, it's not an elevator. It just opened up a path. Okay. The cask with pure arcane essence and the sapphire, and the Lata A Magica. from light, magic, from fire, life. And this teaches light arrow, phoenix, really? Midas starfall, that looks really cool. Light wisp, sunburst, and sunflare. So I guess there either isn't a way to get that, or I just never found it. I'm actually curious. Is that... No, it's not even a Varla stone. It's literally a piece of decoration. Alright, well, that's excellent. There is exactly one plane left that can be reached through the Stargate. The plane which is reached through the use of the code STEEL. Whoa. Okay, yeah, the light broke on this plane. I don't fully understand how or why. That is bizarre. Yeah, I literally cannot see the portal. There we go. The lighting broke here too. Oh! No, it's because I turned the lighting, like, way down. I was at 78 before. There we go. That's better. Okay. The last place through the Stargate. S. T. E. E. L. But before I go there, I should go sleep. I really, really should go sleep. There we go. And we're going to go for the endurance. And we're going to go for the strength. And we're going to go for the intelligence this time. What is agility? It's security, sneak, and marksman. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're actually going to sleep for just a quick 12 hours on this solid lump of rock that's just laying here. And then we're going for astral recall. And then we're going for astral recall. Thank you. Into Ruby, which leads to the market.
Hello? What? The feedback isn't fancy.
Because the character in this shop teaches armorer. Hello, Rosan.
Good that you want to get... Pay attention. There's much I can... You've got a lot to...
And we did it. We can now fully repair magic weapons,
Armor, weapons,
and
I have it
armor.
all.
That
May I help you?
is absolutely wonderful. Let's show off my new skills. Nice. Okay. Next, recall. And back to Midas. Perfect. Then it is time to proceed here. Welcome to the mechanical halls. This is going to be a very different experience. Hello. Ouch. Yeah, did you notice something a bit different about how these guys attack? They have magnetic bolts. And guns. Magneto launchers. Yeah, that is a thing. They have a super fast reload speed. Or at least they look like it. There is actually still a pullback time on them. But it doesn't do a particularly good job of expressing it. So it's easy to think that it'll work as a rapid-fire gun when really it can only do that for the droid gunners. It's a weird thing. Hello. That's clearly meant to be just an adorable little creature. And that is an iron golem. With a mechanical cog. Here's another teleporter. We're going to have to explore this place pretty closely. The Magneto launchers are worth a lot of money, though, so it's worth grabbing every single one of them. Ouch. Oh, God. Okay. Nice. So, you see how much damage these guys are putting out and how quickly that damage comes out? So, now imagine trying to do this, but with higher difficulty. Because, again, my difficulty is 10% right now. Let's go with one of my restore health potions. Hello, sir. It is actually nuts that they can do that. Hello, Iron Golem. I love how creative the Midas mod is with doing reskins. Like, that Iron Golem, it's literally just an ogre. That's it. It's just a reskinned ogre. But the reskin is so effective. It just really works, you know? Hello. Well, it was nice knowing you. Okay. So we have now explored this area, and we have found multiple teleporters going different places. I have no idea how to navigate this place. But we're going to do what we can. And we already have an understanding of what we are here to do. We are looking, of course, for a spell book. I don't know where to find the spell book. I don't know how to get the spell book. Oh my god, calm down, man. Magneto launchers make you rich. Beautiful. Okay, we definitely want to track down the droid gunner first. Damn it, droid gunner. Thank you. And while we're at it, thanks for your stuff. Thank you, Iron Golem. Your sacrifice will absolutely be forgotten. It is of virtually no value to anyone. Okay. Yeah, I got no clue how to navigate this place. This is one plane where I may just end up having to directly reference the walkthrough in order to figure it out. Unless I can start finding something that's a little more suggestive of where I need to go. Hello, sir. That attack speed is so crazy. Oh, it's a walking taser. Hello, sir. Pleasure doing business with you. Okay, Iron Golem. Hello, sir. Ow. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, so this connected to the same room. Okay, maybe not. I am in a new area. This one. Okay, that led here. Okay, I am somewhere different now. God, you're such a jerk. Knock it off. And while you're at it, give me your gun. Okay. Alright, that led over there. So where does this one go? This leads here. Okay. So... By process of elimination... I really don't know where this could go. I did reach this location earlier. Screw it, we're going through walls. Okay. So that one's here. Why is there a teleporter on top of the world geometry? Why does a teleporter on top of the world geometry just... Okay. That's a weird one. I think I've checked every single portal in this room. I missed a walker somehow, but... I think this one leads back to the room where I initially started. No, there's an exit here I've never checked. Okay. All right. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I think that way might be the one that circles back to where we started. So there has to be another way to go off of, like, the main starting room, I guess. Which doesn't really help me a lot because there are so many damn portals in that starting room. No, that took me there. Okay. So this one, maybe? I don't understand. Oh. Okay, okay. Mechanical core. Did this say mechanical core? It did. Alright, I'm actually in a new location. That is good news. I can hear something mechanical moving. Judging by the sound of it, I think it's large and scary. Probably the boss of this plane. Okay. Yeah, that's big and scary. Oh god. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's big and scary. Okay. I think we're going to need help. Tyrael, if you wouldn't mind using your unbelievable godlike powers to solve this, I'm going to pop a shield potion. We're going to pop a silence poison and one of my restore healths. Dude, Tyrael, help me. Help me, Tyrael! Ow, ow, ow! Oh god, you are so tough. Come on. The big restore health. There we go. Okay. We got it, and we found a Ferromantic Systems manual. Not bad. The last spell book. Copy left, all lefts reserved. Blade Missile. Mirror Shield. Binds a shield with spell and damage reflection enhancements on the caster. That's really cool. Midas's Glaive. Midas's Living Glaive. Midas's Mechanical Mine. Ring of Blades. Summon an Iron Golem. That's cool. Summon Mechanical Archer. That could be cool. Summon Mechanical Flamethrower. And summon Mechanical Taser. Alright, so for all of these, a voltage regulator, a thermostat, a targeting processor, a mechanical cog. So I only need one of each. And that was the mechanical halls. Let's get the hell out of there. Very good. Because I have now completed all of the realms that you can access through the Midas Magic Stargate. Would you believe I can think of at least 3 more quest lines associated with this place? Like, it's actually insane how much content this has. I am curious. It doesn't list anything that you can get if you take the CPU, but I want to test it. So we are going to put an ectoplasm in there. Let's actually take 2 ectoplasms and 3 pumpkins because I want to learn the pumpkin atronach. And a couple of gold nuggets. So a CPU, an ectoplasm, a gold nugget. No new effects. Okay. So the CPU actually does not let you summon a stronger version of the Iron Golem. So we'll take that out, but in its place, we are going to put 3 pumpkins. And that lets us learn Summon the Potato Atronach. So we now can summon a pumpkin, potato, melon, and cheese Atronach, which is honestly just kind of surreal. But there is still another big thing from this mod that I want to show off. But I'm afraid that's going to have to wait until the next one.